Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Kristen and this is Growing Zone 9B. Today we're going to talk about a topic that has been on my heart, and I think that probably most of you at this point are obviously, or I'm hoping are aware of this situation and this scenario. But we need to talk about it because this is very relevant to why growing is so important, and kind of getting your ducks in a row and paying things off is also really important and key. Right here in Newsweek, so this is coming from a reliable source as far as is this fake news or not. I am reading to you directly from Newsweek. It says Donald Trump issues Great Depression warning. This was actually published on December 30th, so we are a little behind in getting this information out to you guys. But nonetheless, it says right here, Donald Trump has suggested that the U.S. could face a quote-unquote depression as he attacks the debt ceiling. So we obviously know that we are very much so in debt. We have folks that are just spending like there's no tomorrow. They are just absolutely not even thinking about other people. They are just thinking about self, and they are just racking up the debt. The current status of homes, I mean, basically around here you are easily getting yourself into a $500,000 home, and that's insane. These homes that are being built here are absolutely not worth $500,000. They're just destroying wetlands. There is so much that is going into this that is very concerning. They're just building like there's no tomorrow. And unfortunately, I think what comes with some of that is you're gonna potentially see a crash in the system. There is absolutely no way, especially with the people that I work with. Now, I do work with a lot of low-income families. Even in my work world, we're not rich folks. We go to work every day. I work 2 jobs. I also do YouTube. Obviously, I need more subscribers to get paid. But the point is that people are trying to make ends meet, and they are finding different ways to do that. And so, to me, it is absolutely concerning that a lot of people are still in this spend mode. We just got finished with the holidays, and I know people racked up debt. I saw people giving gifts that were absolutely outside of their means of gift giving, and I know that their heart meant well, but at the same time, that is a lot of debt that they are accumulating. For what? I know people that got married. That's a lot of money. To me, I'm like, why? Personally, I'm like, why spend that money just to feed a bunch of people? I mean, you can get married on a very budget-friendly, in a very budget-friendly way. And I think that that's what people really need to start thinking about. Because if we had a Great Depression, or we go into something similar, I'm just gonna keep it real with you guys. I don't think it'll be like we experienced back when my grandmother went through it. I think what will end up happening is it will become a civil war. It will become just internal chaos amongst the people, because people that are hungry will do desperate things to eat, and so that is very concerning. I was just watching someone the other day who was talking about they were talking about, the consuming dogs and dog meat, because over in Asia, they are apparently running low on meat, and in some parts of Asia, this is just normal culture to consume dog meat. I have 4 dogs, and I definitely related to that concept of, my God, if someone came in and took my, or tried to take my dogs for food, folks, over my dead body. You'd be consuming meat, because I'm telling you what will happen is I'll still have 3 dogs, and I may have you. You know what I'm saying? Because you always got to have this, right? Because you have to protect yourself. You've got to do what you can to really be prepared, I think, for what's coming. A lot of people are really concerned about this. A lot of people out there, it's not just me saying this. I know that I'm not the only person. I'm not the crazy one anymore. I'm not the black sheep. I'm not the one saying, you guys need to wake up. I've been telling this to my family. I've been preaching this to my family. My brother and I, we try to teach this to our nephews without scaring them because they are a little bit younger. My oldest is in middle school. He's getting ready to be in high school. You know, in this next year when school starts again. He's still in middle school this school year. But you know, and we're not trying to scare them, but we also want them to be prepared at the same time. So, you know, we have things like our bows, and, you know, we teach them the way. My mom even teaches them the way, because if they had to actually hunt for their own food, we need them to know how to do it if something were to happen to us adults in some way, shape, or form. So I just want to come to you guys today and just say, you know, over the holidays, and I keep kind of showing you guys, I even showed it in one of my last like little garden walkthroughs that I had done with the music, was that we're eating from the garden. As you can see, we have plenty of arugula growing. I just pulled a leaf off. I've got plenty of mustard greens. I keep pulling them off, and they keep up. They're delicious, by the way. If you want the mustard greens that I have now, you can get several kinds of mustard greens. The red mustard green is not as delicious as the mustard greens that I got. And the mustard greens I got, I did get a pack from Johnny's Seeds, and they were much smoother as far as like their outside texture. But the one I have over here is the broadleaf mustard green, and I got those from Haas Tools, and they are fantastic. They're absolutely delicious, and I am enjoying them. And so anyway, I just want to come to you guys real quick. Oh my gosh, y'all, it's about to rain. I'm actually getting rained on. That's how this video is going. I don't know if y'all can see it coming across the lake, but it's actually starting to sprinkle like out of nowhere. It looks like fog. It's not fog, it's rain. We have a cold front coming through. I was not expecting it to hit that fast though. I literally just got off of work and was like, hey, let's shoot this video. All right, so we are inside now. Hopefully, you know, we're gonna avoid a little bit of that rain because that cold weather front is actually coming through for us. I think tomorrow is actually supposed to be one of our colder days. I think that when I got up this morning, it was like 44. And then I think tomorrow it's supposed to be in the low 30s. So I am concerned about the plants that are out there. But nonetheless, you know, you got to keep growing. You've got to be prepared for this potential upcoming event. We have to really just, you know, focus on family, focus on community, focus on our friends, because at this point in the game, folks, teaching someone the way is not gonna happen. I think you know, we can still prepare for that, and I still want to educate you guys on that until something tragic happens. But until then, if something were to happen like a depression, I don't think that most people are prepared. A lot of my friends are starting to prepare. I think they're starting to see our economy is starting to have some issues. We've had issues. It's just been, people have been so used to just the easy button and dropping that credit card everywhere they go. As a matter of fact, I just paid off my car. So I have a 2023 Traverse, and that's now paid off as of December. So you know, I've worked really hard to get that vehicle paid off, and that is some of the stuff that you have to do. And I recognize that not everybody is in my position, but we have to do what we can to help each other, because and support each other. And over the holiday, I was sharing my mustard greens, to get back to the mustard greens. I was sharing my mustard greens with my neighbors, my family. My brother was like, oh my gosh, this one mustard leaf is like gotta be 3 feet long. And honestly, I think that it probably was 3 feet, because I mean, I'm telling you, these mustard green leaves are ginormous, and that's what we need when we're trying to not only feed ourselves, but also to feed others. It's a good, you know, source of nutrition for us in a time of need. You know, if the banking system shut down, or we went through some type of a blackout or a winter, front where something came through and shut our power down. I mean, you just never know what's going to happen. These are the types of things that we need to be growing. This is really the season for us here in Zone 9B, Florida, that we can have growing and just go out there and eat. I have literally every single day, and I'm not making this up, every single day I have been eating mustard greens. I eat them like a spinach. I've been throwing them in the crock pot. I put a little bit of flavoring on them, and I just cook them. And so it's an easy addition to my meals that we really didn't have to pay that much for. And like I said, I got those, they're broadleaf mustard green. I got a really nice big bag from Haas Tools, and they have been absolutely delicious. They have produced, they are doing well, and my neighbors are enjoying them. They're even asking me what mustard greens those are, and my family, because like I said, the red mustard green we got from Baker's Creek, I know exactly where that one came from, was not as delicious as the green ones. So I've been doing the kale salads, and so it's really nice to kind of step into, a lot of people try to make changes in January and they're like, I'm gonna eat better, I'm gonna be healthier, and reality is that we struggle with that, friends. Like, come on, I'm a therapist. Like, I know this. Like, you're not gonna be like on your A game all the time. Like, you get this like spurt of motivation to help yourself, and then reality is neurons that fire together will wire together. You stay in these types of patterns, and so it's really hard to kind of change. I'm not saying it can't be done, because it absolutely can be done. What I'm saying is that it's a little more difficult when you have a lot of set ways to kind of make those transitions. But one of the things that we absolutely can do is, hopefully, if you can, is to try to get out there and get growing, or network with people that are growing, and so that way you can maybe benefit from the resources that they are able to obtain. So anyway, that's a lot of concern, I think, for people if they're really staying abreast and paying attention to what's going on in the world. To go through a depression, to me, I think would mean potentially a civil war. So I think we need to really be focused on that. I think we need to be vigilant. I think we need to prepare ourselves for what's coming down the pike. And reality is we do need to stop spending. We need to stop shifting all this money to other countries, and we really need to start focusing on ourselves. We still have people in North Carolina, here in Florida, that are not in their homes. I have a lady at my work who's still not in her home. So my parents are still going through stuff. And so I know firsthand through my family, without a doubt, that this is a long process. And I'm confident that before we go through our next hurricane season, they will still be working on this past hurricane season. And that's not cool, friends. That's just very sad, and it's a lot. And my family's not the only people. Like I said, I know plenty of people that are going through this. So let's just, like I said, let's keep preparing. Let's keep growing. Let's do the best we can. This is the time of year for us in Zone 9B, Florida, to be growing, because we can get a lot of these delicious greens that our body needs. So, all right, friends, until next time, love one another, be kind, and we'll get through this together, guys. See you soon.